Sunday night, and you know what that means. We're here. Immense night for motorsports. It is the Monaco Grand Prix 500, and here at the Sunday Night League, we are at the Nurburgring, and dynamic weather is back here in the Sunday Night League. Round number 3 of 5. The championship's looking very tasty at the top. Matt Psycho leads with 47 points, with Bunnies behind him with 40. Silent Wolf has 38. Wolfbane has 32. Cinnamod has 28. Illusion, the winner last time out, has 25. Chris Boo with 22. Tiny Terror 19. Rob on Drums 18. Sarlex 17. Penguino 14. Jonovan 11. GT87 Tiger 10. Yokas 10. YOLO 9. And Aloe has got 5. Good evening, Sarlek, who is in the chat. He is one of our drivers, driving for Corvette. If you're new to the series, check out round 1 at Spa on the 24-hour layout, and last week's race at Trail Mountain. And these races are around an hour long. They're 110 miles in distance. We have 5 teams, each consisting of 3 drivers. We have got Lexus, who lead the championship with 90 points, Corvette with 74 points, Subaru with 68 points, BMW in the Z4 with 61, and Aston Martin has 52 in 5th place. So it's very close, very competitive field. We have a 10-minute qualifying session, which is due to start in 2 minutes' time. Please don't go on track. Whoever that was, please don't go on track, because we can't have the session running too early, so it's not yet ready to go. So whoever that was, they were being a bit naughty, and so we have a 10-minute session that will start when I say so. It will stop at 10 minutes. Good evening, Mama Sykes, and we will get underway. So we have dynamic weather here. Wolfbane is in the chat. He's one of our drivers. He's driving the Aston Martin. We will go through the field as we get ready to start. We'll have a nice on-board lap as well of the Nurburgring circuit. And this race, as we saw at Spa, could go anywhere. Now, the drivers have to use the medium tyres at some point during the race, and it's going to be a tactical battle for all of them, because I do not believe this race goes into a nice stint. It's 35 laps around the circuit, and as you can see, we're on the GP circuit. Personally, one of my favourite circuits. Some lovely corners on the GP circuit. Obviously the Nordschleife, it would be absolute chaos. We may have the Nordschleife in future seasons, but we will see as we go along. So Lexus looking strong at the last round, leading the championship in the team standings. Bunny's there in 2nd place with 2 third places. Matt Psycho, though, in the Corvette leads the championship with a 1st and a 2nd after the first 2 rounds. Good evening, Titchy Boots. Don't recognise your name. So the session for qualifying, let me tell everybody, it is about to start. And we have 10 minutes starting now. So everybody will be going out onto the circuit. They can change their tyres when they get into the race. So Tiny Terror was the naughty boy. Yokas is in. Good luck, Matt, Yokas, and all others competing, says Sarlek, as they come out. So we've got Tiny Terror, followed by his teammate Illusion. Matt Psycho there in the Corvette. We've got some buffeting happening. No, we don't normally have buffeting here in the in SNL. We maybe are having some tonight. Rob on Drums. You can see the BMWs coming out onto the track now. Penalty is switched on for the exit. It's really quite a harsh one. Let's go back up to the front then. So on board here with Tiny Terror going in to turn number 7. The loop at the end, the hairpin at the far end of the circuit, going towards the Michael Schumacher S's. So Titchy Boots saying, hello, don't disconnect. There's been some issues with disconnections. You can see Illusion, our teammate, Tiny Terror getting through the Michael Schumacher S's. He's on soft tyres, so we don't know what the weather's going to be like. The weather is turned on to random, so even I don't know. I am the lobby host and I don't know what's going on. Natalie's in the chat. Good evening, Nessie, cheering on Sarlek. Here we go down the Advanbogen and into the NGK chicane. Here we go, into the left-right. This is a really tricky left-right chicane into the final corner. I believe this used to be the Coca-Cola corner. It doesn't have a name anymore. I suspect BMW Power Corner may be the name of the corner. But Tiny Terror there, showing a nice lap of this circuit. Let's go off-board. We'll see the gap he's got actually to Illusion behind him. So Illusion is behind Tiny Terror going into turn one. This is sometimes quite a tricky one to get right in the first lap. Rob on drums has medium tyres, so he'll start the race on mediums. Has anybody else done the same? Matt Psycho there in third place. There's where the buffeting is happening. So there's a little bit of buffeting happening. Silent Wolf, who is very competitive, won the first two events in our warm-ups on GT7. Was very strong at Spa, but made a mistake at the end of the race. Lowy there in fifth place, who is the BMW, had some disconnection problems in the first two rounds, so he's last in the championship, but it's mainly due to disconnections. Chris Boo in sixth. We've had an update, and Penguino has left the lobby. That is awful for Penguino. So something has gone wrong for him. Yokas in 8th, 9th is Jonathan Yolo in 10th. So we could see if Penguino is going to rejoin the lobby. If he can rejoin, he may stop the session because it is qualifying. We haven't started the race. He may stop the session. See if he can get back on in. I'm joining back, says Penguino. I'm going to... So, restart of qualifying. Okay. There we go. I'm going to restart the lobby. So we're going to try again. Okay, so here we go. We'll try this again. It is annoying when this game happens to do this. It's an annoying aspect of it all, but it's part of it and we have to deal with it. Unfortunately, it is qualifying. We'd only just started the qualifying session as well, so it wasn't too far into the session. So there we go. Let's make sure everything is all ready. So no visible damage. There we go. Da, da, da. It's a brand new game, although we've talked about the issues with the game before. Shortcut penalty off, pit lane penalty on, flag rules, correction of cars off. There we go, everything is ready. So let's try again. Hopefully we can get the 10 minutes of qualifying sorted out. It's an annoyance, as we say, with the game. But it's something we have to deal with, unfortunately, in league racing right now. Okay, so here we go. Everybody coming back into the lobby. Let's hope that we don't have any issues. This will be the only reset that we do. So there will only be this reset. Unless the whole game crashes. So I'll ask drivers if they're ready. And then we'll do the 10 minutes of qualifying again. Okay, so it is all ready. It is one of those things with this game, unfortunately. It is a beautiful game when it works well. And you will see how beautiful this game will be, because I believe we will go into darkness again here at the Nurburgring. We've gone into darkness the past two rounds. Trial Mountain was a little bit of a surprise, actually, but it got incredibly dark when we got there. So let's just wait. Everybody is in. So let's see if everybody is ready. So just asking if everybody is ready. And we will start again. They have to reset. Bunny says no. I'm going to need time to sort setups out, not going to lie, says Wolfbane. That is fine. That is why I've asked for everybody to be ready. I'm not going to set the qualifying session open yet. So Wolfbane is, well, put our setups on. That is something that the drivers have found out with the setups. It resets the setups each time they come back into the game. So I will see if everybody is ready. So Matt Psycho saying he's ready. Setups are enabled on this league. So all the drivers are... So Salek saying he's ready in the chat on the YouTube comments. So I've got 3 drivers ready right now. If you could confirm, drivers, if you are ready in the chat, then I'll go when I see a majority ready. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers ready, 7 including... Hey, get back in the pits, whoever that is. Salek, back in the pits. We haven't started qualifying, please. Thank you. So qualifying now. 10 minutes is a go. There we are. So drivers maybe just setting up their cars still. Oh, there's a little bit of an issue. Silent Wolf having some slides coming out the pits. Hopefully that is only just because of sliding. A Lowy going through, and that's Psycho. So I think everybody is back on the tyres that they were to start off with. We see Chris Boo going slowly. So drivers are allowed to overtake each other in qualifying. You can see Bunny's in 11th. He came 3rd in the past 2 rounds. So let's go on board with Bunny's. So you can see the infield section here, the Mercedes arena. So turn 3 into turn 4. Nice, tricky turn 4 and 5. For your information, Sarlik is tipsy, says Natalia. It's never a good idea to come and drink before a Sunday night league race, especially the competitiveness we've seen here. Then we've got the lovely right-hander. This just goes on forever, and then we go down to turn number 7. This isn't actually classified as a turn, this kink. It's left-hand kink, and then turn number 7 is down at the hairpin. It's a nice late apex by Bunnies. Holding the car, and into the Michael Schumacher S, named after the great man. You can see Michael Schumacher S on the outside, corner, on the inside as it goes. This should be fun then. This is Titchy Boots. I think that's referring to the fact that Sarlik is a little bit tipsy. Here we have Illusion, the winner last time out then. He's going to be the first man to set a lap in qualifying. The sun is out, so a little bit different to the first time we set up the lobby. The custom weather was cloudy, so we're definitely going to see a little bit of a difference in the session here. So we've got Illusion driving at the front of the grid. Car twitching a bit. Illusion is on a controller, so sometimes his car can look like it's at funny angles, but he will. He's going very wide out of turn 4, going down into sector 2. So the jumping doesn't look as bad this time, actually, as we saw before. I always remember the 2007 Grand Prix here with that camera angle. So Illusion, man from Greece, won at Trail Mountain, sliding that Subaru through. We've had an update. That Subaru has gained a bit of power, I believe. So it's not going to be as sluggish on the straights. It's very good through the corners. So is this the car to beat? Tiger, the team boss of Subaru, will be looking and hoping that that is the case. Matt Psycho is the driver that's taken the 2 pole positions so far this season in GTE here at the Sunday Night League. Like, share, subscribe if you have not done so already. We've had lots of... Oh, and Illusion's ran wide. That's not going to help him with his lap. Let's see what Silent Wolf does. Silent Wolf runs wide as well. Aloe following his teammate through. So Aloe might be the man that grabs provisional pole at the moment. So Illusion attacking that curb. Getting a bit of a slide on the exit, so let's see what Illusion can do. Going through the final corner. We're looking maybe at a 154 for pole position today. And that is a 156 from Illusion. So 157 there from Silent Wolf. Aloe does. It's a little bit slower than his teammate. Tiny Terror there in a 159. Matt Psycho. He goes into the 158, so there's lots of drivers actually struggling to get a good time out there. So we've seen Illusion with that great start, actually. Pole position so far. YOLO goes into 10th, 8th, 9th. Tiny Terror in 10th. Cinnamod has not done his lap. He's just finishing it off in the blue Lexus. He goes in 10th place. So lap times at the moment not looking particularly strong for everyone. An outlap for Rob on drums. Yokas coming through the Corvette. Not seen Matt Psycho. Oh yes, we have seen Matt Psycho. Wolfbane's put his Aston Martin up into 3rd place. So Yokas coming round to complete his lap. Where does he end up? So Yonavan in the Aston Martin behind. So Yokas up. Yonavan goes through and he's doing an outlap. So Salek has moved himself up. So Penguino up into 4th place in the Subaru. Bunnies has got pole position. Bunnies, though, has made a mistake, I think. He's trying to warm his tyres up. Bunnies in pole position for Lexus, a 155.7. So that is more representative of where I expect the other drivers to be. We've got 4 minutes left of this session. So maybe drivers will come in and do a pit stop to get fresh tyres. Illusion running too deep into the chicane. He's going to continue, though. Sliding the Subaru through the final corner. And Illusion gets himself... Oh, he's so close to his time last time out. What does Silent Wolf do? Silent Wolf gets himself into 3rd place. And Aloe gets himself into 5th, so those BMWs are looking strong. What does Wolfbane do in his Aston Martin? Matt Psycho down in 8th place at the moment in the Corvette. The championship leader down in 8th. Chris Boo puts himself up into 4th place. The tow from the Aston Martin possibly helping the Lexus driver. So Matt Psycho has had an idea of pitting. Everybody else looks like they're just continuing their laps. But Bunny's still up there in the 1st place. Aloe then down into 7th. Penguino in 8th. Matt Psycho in the pits coming out. He's been very careful. Doesn't want to block anybody's fast laps. YOLO, 10th place for Aston Martin. 11th place is Yokas, but he's going round quicker than he has been before. He's down into 12th now as Rob on drums puts himself up into 10th in the BMW. Yokas moves himself up into 7th place, so he puts himself as the fastest Corvette. So Corvette right now, the championship leader is in the Corvette. They're 2nd in the team's championship. Tiny Terror at the moment at the back of the grid in 15th place. Sarlacc in the pits. As we have Illusion coming towards the end of his lap. What can he do in the Subaru? Got just over 2.5 minutes left, so he could. Oh, he doesn't have enough time to do an outlap. So he's attacking the curb, looking a lot better. He's really attacked the curbs through the chicane. The final corner, he needs to hold it tight, sliding that Subaru every time. That's not going to be good in the race. But can this get him pole position in the Subaru? No, he improves, but not enough. What does Silent Wolf do? In the BMW, he goes into pole position by less than a tenth of a second. But he's on purple lap, though. Bunnies is on a purple lap as he comes into the chicane. Bunnies attacks the chicane. Not as aggressive on the curbs, look. Not making that Lexus bounce over the curbs. So Bunnies, second place. Can he get his first pole position in GTE? He's going across the line. No, he's not made it. Illusion going purple. Wolfbane. Cinnamon has come into the pits. Chris Boo is fifth. So where is Matt Psycho? Matt Psycho is on an outlap. Has he got enough time? He does not. Matt Psycho is going to be down in 10th place. We have only 1 minute and 20 seconds left. That is not looking good for Corvette. The Corvettes, the top Corvette then is Yokas, who goes over the line again. He's lost time. Cinnamon there in 6th place. 5th place for Lexus. 4th for Wolfbane in the Aston Martin. That has been made heavier, and Wolfbane is just 7/10 of a second off the pole. That looks like it's going to go to Silent Wolf. We've got 40 seconds left. Silent Wolf could finish his lap, so Illusion can for sure, as Illusion goes down through the Advan Bogan and into NGK chicane. He's attacked it more. Can he grab pole position going through the final corner? It's 30 seconds left of this session. A lot neater and not as much sliding from the Subaru driver. Can he get pole? Yes, he can by 8/10 of a second, nearly 9. He's absolutely blown the doors off Silent Wolf's time. Silent Wolf can't match it. Bunnies, has he got time? He has not. The session is going to end. 3 seconds left. And there it is. We're going to start the race. The race is starting. And pole position for Illusion. Matt Psycho all the way down in 10th place. Let's go and watch then the race. We have got Illusion on pole and Silent Wolf in 3rd. 4th is Bunnies. 5th is Wolfbane. 5th is Chris Booth. 6th is Cinnamon. The top Corvette is Yokas in 7th. 8th is Aloe. We are ready. 1 light, 2 lights, 3, 4 lights, and it's go here at the Nurburgring, and it's a great start from Illusion with Silent Wolf looking up his inside as they go into turn 1. It's all single file. Silent Wolf going around the outside, but he runs wide, and Bunnies goes up the inside. The Canadian in the Lexus round the outside now of Silent Wolf, but Silent Wolf back into 2nd place. Silent Wolf defending hard against Bunnies. We've got Wolfbane in 4th. It's lights out and away they go. So Wolfbane running wide. Already we can see Matt Psycho fighting with his teammate Yokas. But at the front, we've got Illusion. Sarlek down the field at the back. Silent Wolf and Bunnies. Followed by Aloe in 4th. A great position for Aloe. That BMW looking strong, but Wolfbane, will he have a look into the curve? Into turn 7, you can see Yokas and Matt Psycho. They're racing side by side. This will make the Corvette team boss Endurance not nervous, but Matt Psycho gets himself up into 6th. There's some jerking going along. Must be with the update. So Yokas in 7th, Chris Boo in 8th, Jonathan 9th, and 10th is YOLO. 11th, Rob on drums. This must have been an issue at the back because these drivers have lost a lot of time. Cinnamon has had an issue as well, but Illusion leads the field in lap number 1 here at the Nurburgring. Remember to like, share and subscribe here at the Sunday Night League. Let's go through lap number 1 of 35, and Illusion feels the pressure from Silent Wolf. Let's go on board. We can't quite see the Subaru because of the wing mirror. The rear view mirror of the BMW. The BMW driver looking into turn 1. You can see Matt Psycho is already up into 4th place. Is he? Not quite. Oh, he's just made it past Aloe, and he's brought Wolfbane with him. So Silent Wolfbane and Matt Psycho fighting side by side. Matt Psycho up into 4th. So he started down in 10th on lap 1. You can see this jerking. I thought they'd got rid of this, but it looks like the new update has brought the jerking back. It's really annoying for the drivers, as well as the stream. Yokas in 7th, 8th place is Jonovan. Yolo in 9th. So those Aston Martins, after a poor round at Trail Mountain for Aston Martin, looking pretty strong. We've got Penguino in 10th. Chris Boo is in 11th. So Chris Boo's not had the best opening lap. Rob on drums 12th. Tiny Terror 13th. Sarlek 14th. And 15th is Cinnamod. Illusion, though, leads this race by just under a second from Silent Wolf. And Titchy Boots, it's 8th to 4th by Aloe. Go on, Aloe. Oh, Illusion running wide out of turn number 10. A little bit of dust being kicked up, so that's bringing Silent Wolf into the picture. So these are all on soft tyres at the front. The only driver on mediums is Rob on drums, and he is in about 11th position in his BMW. But you can see the strength of Silent Wolf through the chicane. He's closing up on Illusion. Illusion was having issues into this final corner. You can hear him sliding the car ahead, and he has to defend again. Will Silent Wolf be close enough? Let's go on board. He's just set the fastest lap of the race, so he's pressurizing Illusion. That extra horsepower in Illusion's Subaru is a standard. Once BOP has been enabled, helping him through here. Now this is where I believe this Subaru is the strongest, through the Mercedes arena. This tight section really helping, but you can see Illusion sliding the car. He's really having to fight it. In comparison, Silent Wolf running wide on the exit is keeping the pressure on the man that won around Trail Mountain. Matt Psycho there in 4th place. Give it some welly, Matt, says Mama Sykes. She is there cheering on her boy. He is up into 4th place. There he is. He started down in 10th. He just had some bad luck, I think, in qualifying. Maybe mistimed his pit stop for tyres as well. It was a tricky one to call. He's got Wolfbane in 5th behind him. Wolfbane will be happy with this. He'll be happy that he's with some of the faster drivers. He was worried about the Aston Martin around here after the update. Aloe in 6th place. Oh no, and we've got Yokas who's joined off, and he's hit the barrier. Jonovan couldn't do anything. Yokas off the circuit, down into 11th place now after a strong start from him. Tiny Tower 12th. 13th place Rob on drums. 14th is Cinnamod. Sarlek is in 15th. Sarlek has had a few issues in this race already. Silent Wolf, though, keeping the pressure on Illusion as they go through the chicane on the 3rd lap. So we're looking at fuel lasting about 12 laps maybe in these cars, if you do a bit of lift and coast and fuel saving. Illusion just sets the fastest lap of the race at 1:55.1. But Silent Wolf just showing that he is there to Illusion. So Silent Wolf in 2nd with Bunnies in 3rd. Welcome everybody that has joined us here in the Sunday Night League. This is round number 3 of the GTE Championship on GT7. We are live here every Sunday night. Like, share, subscribe to us, comment as well. We are here. I will read your comment out, hopefully, so long as it is not too offensive. Matt Psycho, 4th place. The championship leader had a disaster in qualifying, down in 10th place, but Wolfbane in 5th, following Matt Psycho through. So maybe the Corvette not as suited to this circuit as those of his competitors. Or maybe the update has seen that there is an issue with the Corvette now. It's a lot lower down than that Aston Martin following him. Aloe there in 6th place. He'll be hoping for no issues with his connection. He's had 2 disconnects in the first 2 rounds and hasn't really been able to show what he's about because he got caught out by the rain at Spa, and that is something that is possible here as well. So the dynamic weather is turned on, so rain can happen at the Nurburgring. So it could hit Jonovan in 7th place, looking a lot more comfortable than he was at Trail Mountain. The same with Yolo as well. So those Aston Martins, very strong so far. Best positions of all 3 cars. 9th place Penguino, having a little bit of an issue going off the circuit. Let's go back to the front. We can see, actually, Matt Psycho and Wolfbane are so closely matched. And there we go, the top 3. We have Illusion leading, it's a second. So they're matching the lap times of each other. The BMW Silent Wolf, he's doing it every single lap. He's showing himself to Illusion, so he's maybe hoping Illusion can see him in his radar and might get spooked. Bunny's there in 3rd place again, the Lexus driver. Up there in 3rd place, having a brilliant season. 2 3rd places in the first 2 rounds, he's there again. Matt Psycho in 4th, followed by Wolfbane, the Aston Martin. So there we have it again, 5 cars in the top 5. That is how this league works. 5 teams, 5 different cars, 5 different cars in the top 5. But 3 Aston Martins in the top 8. That is fantastic to see for Aston Martin. They're bottom of the team championship, and they're having a great time of it here. Tyres starting to become an issue, it looks like, for Illusion. Illusion losing a bit of time. Silent Wolf pulling away from Bunnies a little bit. These drivers are setting very competitive lap times. They're within 3 tenths of each other, although Bunny's having a bit of a wobble coming out of turn 10 into 11 and through turn 12. So he's lost about a second there with that mistake. Bunnies is there. Illusion leading then for Subaru. Although he's run wide, he's run deep. This is going to be a chance then for Silent Wolf. Can he make the move? He'll have a go. Up the inside. Oh, he touches, then he has to back off because he's touched Illusion. That's going to help Bunnies. These top 3 are going to be fighting going into turn number 1. Illusion keeps the lead. Silent Wolf just making a little error. He could have taken the lead there. He's putting the pressure on Illusion though. Illusion knows that Silent Wolf is there. Silent Wolf in the BMW, on home ground for the BMW. In Mercedes' backyard, through the Mercedes arena. Chasing down. We've got Bunnies really close as well. Let's go on board again. Let's go on board with Bunnies. We can see the top 2 in front of us. Of Illusion and Silent Wolf. Got Max Psycho 6 seconds behind right now. So Matt not having the best of times. I know it's not one of his favourite circuits. Silent Wolf running a little deeper than Bunnies through turn number 7. So Matt Psycho still got Wolfbane behind him. So Wolfbane and Matt Psycho, they fought each other for the Formula X Championship. Matt Psycho leads this championship as it stands with 47 points. And he's currently getting another 18 points if he finishes in 4th place. Got the top drivers coming through to the final corners. This is where Illusion's been having some issues, but he's a lot tidier this time round, unlike lap number 5, although he's run deep again into the final corner. That's where he's been sliding a lot. We saw it in qualifying, he was sliding a lot. Maybe that's the way he's getting the speed out of this Subaru. Silent Wolf, will he do his little trick of darting? He does. He's having a look. He keeps popping up then in Illusion's rear mirror, I believe. I think that's what the tactic is from Silent Wolf. Let's go further down the field. Aloe in a strong 6th place. Looking good. He's just got under half a tank of fuel. And then it's as you go through team standings. Yolo gets himself up into 7th place then. He's overtaken his teammate Jonovan, so the Aston Martins, as I say, bottom of the team championship as it stands right now, but they are 3 cars in the top 8. Jonovan putting the pressure on his teammate Yolo as they try and chase down Aloy, who's in the BMW. You can see Aloy just going through, just kicking up a little bit of dust. Actually, Yolo a little bit slow coming out of the corner. So Jonovan, will he have a go at his teammate? Probably not into turn 7. It's a bit far back. So going down into turn 7. Like, share and subscribe. We are the Sunday Night League. We are here every Sunday live on GT7. We are a league that runs on the game. One of the few that are running on it by the sound of it. We've got Penguino there, 9th place. He was one of the commenters in the chat a few weeks ago. He's now racing with us. We've got 15 cars in this championship though. We have reserves though. So if you want to join us on Discord. The link will be in the race description after the video. Cinemod has got himself up into 11th place. So what has been happening further down? So slow but lap by Chris Boer, 2:12. So that's not long enough for a pit stop. So he must have gone off. We've seen Yokas have some issues. And Rob on drums, yes, some issues as well. Lap number 4 is still on the mediums, and Sarlek, yeah, 2:05, and then he's running around into 2:3. So Sarlek not having the best of races, as we see Silent Wolf still within a second of Illusion at the front of this race. Illusion not giving into the pressure. We saw that mistake on lap number 5 though that opened up the chance for Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf did make contact though into the final corner and had to back out of it or risk a penalty. So Silent Wolf sliding the BMW, the back end of that BMW. Pat will be so pleased to see the BMW being competitive here. It didn't look too great at the end of Trial Mountain. Silent Wolf finishing down in 6th place there, or was it 5th? I think it may have been 5th place. No, it was 6th. Finished down in 6th place at Trial Mountain. So we're back being competitive for BMW. Back on the pace. This is where the BMW is quicker than Illusion. Illusion running wide on the exit. You can see the sun is setting here at the Nurburgring. We'll be going into the dark again this week. And the top 3 still in the same picture. Matt Psycho dropping. So Matt Psycho doing 157s and 156s. So that consistency we normally see from Matt, not here this week. So this is going to be a weak circuit possibly for him. He's got Wolfbane following him. They've got a 14-second gap to Aloy though, so that's a nice gap for them. Aloy has got a second between him and Yolo. Oh, we've lost Jonovan though. Jonovan must have made a mistake. Jonovan, you can see there, in 11th place. So Tiny Terror and Pinguino, they raced each other hard at Trail Mountain. They're back together again. Cinemod in 10th place. Jonovan in 11th. Chris Boo down in 12th. Something has happened to him at this circuit early on in that race. 2:12. Must have ended up in the gravel somewhere. Yokas in 13th place. We saw him have a spin early on. Rob on drums as well in 14th place, and 15th place for Sarlek. So Corvette not having their best race here. And neither are the Lexus drivers. As you can see, Penguino in 8th place for Subaru. His teammate Illusion though leading the race, but he's sliding that Subaru so much. He's channeling his inner Colin McRae and Richard Burns in Subarus of past. But that was in rallying. This is circuit racing. You can't slide the car so much. But he's not doing... Oh, he's run wide! He's run deep! He's run deep! Can Silent Wolf get the advantage? Illusion's going to have to defend the inside here. He runs on the inside. He's sliding it through. Silent Wolf, though, has got his best chance at the lead here at the Nurburgring. Can he get through? Bunnies is pitting on lap number 10 as Silent Wolf. He's the closest he's ever been. Can he dive on the inside? Here he goes into turn number 1. Yes, he does. Oh, there's contact. The 2 leaders, and Silent Wolf has been spun by Illusion. Illusion has to wait. Illusion is waiting for Silent Wolf. Is he going to let Silent Wolf past? Silent Wolf, here he comes. Silent Wolf, can he get past Illusion? Illusion's going to let him past. He's got to do it tactically, though. He's doing it tactically. Goes into the lead. Silent Wolf has spun. He's sliding off. He runs wide. No! Illusion in second place still, so Silent Wolf is fighting the grip. These soft tyres must have gone, because Bunnies has pit. Bunnies, who was in third place, has pitted. And these drivers at the front, they're sliding the cars so much. Have they gone off? Matt Psycho didn't close up enough to take advantage of the errors that are happening at the front. Illusion, though, second place. He will be annoyed. He made the mistake into the chicane. He's looked like he could make mistakes in there before. Illusion then, second place. Let's go on board with the man from Greece. He won last time round. Last time we came through the chicane, he made the error that lost him the lead, as the 2 drivers then clashed into turn number 1. Silent Wolf, he's got the pressure of having Illusion. Silent Wolf going to the pits. No, he does not. Illusion, he's tucked up on the exit. Can he make the position? Can he make the move? He'll be annoyed with himself. His mistake cost him the lead on the last lap. Wolfbane into the pits for Aston Martin. Let's see, Matt Psycho. He's got a quarter of a tank left, so he's got more fuel than those ahead of him. Is Matt Psycho's pace being determined by the pace he can get out of the fuel tank? Possibly. Wolfbane there in his Aston Martin, pitting for new tyres. As we see, Chris Boo is having to fight with Bunnies. Surely he'll let him through. Yes, he does, I think. He's gone on the inside, but Bunnies on the outside. So this actually isn't helping Bunnies all that much. Bunnies needs to get past his teammate. Does Chris Boo let him go around the outside? Yes, he does. So Chris Boo in his Lexus, letting his teammate, who's already done the stop, through. But Bunnies has lost about 37 seconds. Oh, sliding this Lexus through the Mercedes arena. Cinnamod up into 6th place in his Lexus. He's got a quarter of a tank of fuel. We can see a lot of things happening here. Lowy will be pitting this lap. Matt Psycho, though, just under a quarter of a tank. Illusion halfway between the 2. Silent Wolf has a little bit more fuel, but not as much as Matt Psycho. So we see this race is not as simple as it looks, as Silent Wolf is fighting that car. He's pitting. He said, I can't keep this car pointing the right way. I can't keep it pointing the right way on these tyres. So Illusion then goes back into the lead. He's going to go in, but Silent Wolf deciding, no, the tyres are too much. 12 laps on them. No, I can't do it. I have to come in on lap number 11. Be interesting to see what they do right now, because medium tyres are mandatory. You can see teams are coming in on lap number 10, lap number 11. We're on a 35 lap race. You can't do 10 lap stints, 11 lap stints. You'll have to do another stop. Aloy into the pits. So is Tiny Terror. So is Silent Wolf already. He's there, ready to leave his pit box. It's a long stop. Everybody else is coming in. Sarlek going round. So he's in the 159s. so far. And we see somebody has gone onto the medium tyres. Silent Wolf, but he's made an error. 3-second penalty for him on the exit of the pit lane. It is a tight pit lane. It's very harsh. And he's got a 3-second penalty. Salek in 6th, 7th Rob on drums. 8th is Wolfbane. He's got Rob on drums ahead of him. This will slow Wolfbane up because Rob on drums is on some old mediums. We can see those. Wolfbane gets past Rob on drums on the exit. So Bunnies is behind his other teammate of Cinnamod, who lets him through on the exit of turn number 7. Bunnies in a stronger position now. His early stop has helped him. Can he position himself nicely? He's ahead of Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf will be kicking himself. He's made a mistake on the exit. It is very tight. You have to sort of turn right on the exit of the pit lane to avoid getting a penalty. Illusion is there in the pit. So is Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho wasn't able to go much further than Illusion. He's got 7% of fuel. Illusion just the 1% though. So he's done well with that timing. So what does he go on? Bunnies is on the soft tyres. So Bunnies, I believe, is now our race leader. After the incident between the top two, I think Bunnies is going to take the lead off of Illusion, unless Illusion makes a short stop. No, so Bunnies leads the race for Lexus. He did an earlier stop. He pitted at the end of lap number 10. And those 2 laps have given him a huge gap. He's got a 16-second lead over Silent Wolf. Who Silent Wolf gets out ahead of Illusion. So that extra lap that Illusion has done has cost him time. Because Silent Wolf had a penalty as well. So it looks like the undercut is very powerful here. Rob on drums on the medium tyres. He's coming into the pits this lap. Matt Psycho on mediums. He's got a full tank of fuel on board. YOLO in 7th place. Soft tyres for him. 8th is Aloe. 9th is Penguino. 10th is Tiny Tower. These two have always seemed to be together. It would seem they've done their stop and they're on the softs. And Tiny Tower gets a better exit than his teammate. So Penguino defending the inside. So great fighting between these two Subaru drivers. There's no team orders in the Subaru camp, it would seem. Medium tyres though for Penguino, so actually Tiny Terror has the advantage, and it would help him possibly to be ahead of Penguino. He could attack Aloe. Oh, Penguino running wide and a bit deep. He's pushing hard though. Aloe's on the medium tyres as well, so Tiny Terror actually has an advantage of tyres. We got YOLO in 7th place. He's off kilter with everyone else, it would seem. Did he come in on lap number 10? He came in on lap number 9 by the look of it. So very early stop from him. Wolfbane putting himself back into contention though in the Aston Martin. They came in a lap early, lap number 9 for them. Illusion in 3rd place. He's pushing hard. He's 1 second behind Silent Wolf. Bunnies has a huge lead. Bunnies has a 17.5-second lead at the moment. That is humongous. He will be hoping that it stays dry for the rest of this race. Silent Wolf in 2nd place. Illusion in 3rd. Bunnies, Wolfbane in 4th. He's jumped Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho is in 5th place in his Corvette, but he's on medium tyres. So we'll see. See how that unfolds really in the race for Matt, because he is out of kilter with those ahead of him, because he's on the medium tyres. Tiny Terror and Penguino, look at these drivers here coming through sector 2. So Tiny Terror makes the move on Penguino, gets himself into 8th place ahead of his teammate Chris Boo on the soft tyres in the Lexus. Let's go on board with him. He's got a brilliant view of these two Subarus fighting each other. Tiny Terror really needs to make hay and get past Aloe in this stint of the race, because he has got soft tyres. Oh, Chris Boo running a little bit wide, but I think he got away with it just to go through the Michael Schumacher S. He's going to catch Penguino, I believe, into the chicane possibly. Penguino sliding his Subaru, so that Subaru looking very tail happy. You can see Chris Boo has got an opportunity then. He's got the soft tyres in his Lexus as these drivers are all getting close together. Low into 7th place into the chicane. Welcome everybody viewing as we see Chris Boo looking up the inside of Penguino. He doesn't make the move and actually gets a poor exit. Lowe is in 7th place. Good evening everybody watching the Sunday Night League here on GT7. We are live with our GTE Championship as Tiny Terror has got his chance to go up the inside the Aloe in the BMW. The Subaru driver tucks back in. That slower Subaru doesn't get the chance though, as Chris Boo goes up the inside, does he? Yes, he does. Chris Boo goes up the inside of Penguino. Penguino will have the inside in the Mercedes arena. It's going to have to be Chris Boo who holds it round the outside but loses the position again. These 6 drivers now. You can see Cinnamod coming in, and also Jonavan in the Aston Martin. Closing up, this is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th place, all together on the circuit. As we have Bunnies leading for Lexus, Illusion in 2nd for Subaru, and Silent Wolf is there in the BMW in 3rd place. 4th is Wolfbane in the Aston Martins. 5th place is Matt Psycho, but we're staying with this battle. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. Closing, oh, Chris Boo's won wide. Chris Boo has won wide into turn 7. He's dropped all the way down, and he's dropped so far down he's behind now Jonavan as they go into Schumacher S. A mistake then for Chris Boo. In 12th now, he was looking like he was going to push himself up. Oh no, Tiny Terror has hit the back of Aloe. Aloe then gets back on track, but Tiny Terror, having to wait for Aloe, has then got Penguino back past him. Let's go on board with Penguino. Going down into the chicane, Penguino. Will he make the move? He's on the medium tyres. We've seen the mediums are a bit racier as we go. Oh, there's a... what on earth? There's a crash. Tiny Terror has been spun round. What has happened to Tiny Terror? I do not know. Something has gone wrong there. He's lost so much time. Yolkas has joined the fight. That's Chris Boo in 11th place. We're having a few issues, I think, with connections tonight. And Cinnamod has a chance of Penguino. So Cinnamod is on the soft tyres. No, he can't make the move, but up the inside, will Chris Boo make the move on Jonavan? The 2 ESRM teammates in different cars, in different teams in this championship. No, Jonavan keeps the position. So that is the top 7. It's helping Yolo, though. He's pulling a gap against his rivals. So we have Wolfbane there in 4th place. I don't know why Jonovan's tyres are blue. Your rims are blue, Yolo. I don't know why that's happened. That's a bit weird. He hasn't got the same rims as Wolfbane, who is closing in on Silent Wolf quietly. Wolfbane is putting himself up into a position with Silent Wolf back on the podium fight, but we've not really seen him. Bunnies is leading this race. He's off kilter with the tactics of those behind him, but it looked like a masterstroke. He set his car up, he did 10 laps, he pitted, So did Wolfbane. Wolfbane came in on lap number 9, and it's brought them into play. You can see how dark it's getting, though. Around the Nurburgring, are we going to see rain hit as it gets dark, like we saw at the Spa? The chaos that brought. Got Illusion in 2nd place. 3rd place, Silent Wolf. 4th is Wolfbane. Let's go back to the fight for 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, I think it will be now. Zaloe is in 7th, 8th. We can see them all. We can see them all on the same straight. We were 17 laps into this race, and these guys are so closely close. Here comes Chris Boo again on Jonavan. Jonavan doesn't see him, though. There's a touch. Chris Boo has to back off, so that means Jokas could have a go. Penguino down into 12th place now. Let's go on board with Jokas in the Corvette. And it's raining! We can see rain on the screen of Jokas. Rain has hit again in the Sunday Night League, but it's not showing on the display on the left-hand side. So maybe it's not fully wet. The drivers, though, Chris Boo having all sorts of issues, but again the wipers are wiping, and you can see rain is coming. Aloe is having issues. He's got Cinnamod fighting him. Is it raining? It is raining. We can see it on the cameras, but it's not laying down on the track. It's not enough yet, but the drivers must be feeling it. Matt Psycho in 5th place. Nobody going in the pits yet, so it's obviously not raining hard enough, but we have rain here at the Nurburgring. You can see the light of Silent Wolf becoming more effective. It's happened again. We're going into darkness, and the rain has come. 15 seconds, the gap between Bunnies and Illusion, and now the rain has come. The rain is here. So it's all about getting yourself back to the pits. Do you pit? YOLO pits. YOLO pits in. Is this a masterstroke by the South African? Has this race opened up nicely for him? Aloe is going to pit as well. Is everybody else pitting? No, Jokas says, I'm not pitting. I am going to stay out. So does Chris Boo. They are going for the brave move. They are risking it not raining any harder. Or if it does, it becomes wet conditions. What does Rob on drums do? He keeps going, it looks like. Yes, he does. So does Sarlek. They're risking it. What does Bunnies do? He timed it well at Spa, and he might as well pit. His fuel is flashing. He could pit. Illusion, he's cutting the gap massively. Can see the drivers struggling. What does Bunnies do? Bunnies is going round for another lap. Bunnies deciding another lap. Let's go on board with Bunnies. Aloe not making the mistake as last one with the rain. No, Aloe has come into the pits at the right moment, I would say, but you tend to see, do you pit, do you not pit? Well, we're seeing the top drivers not pitting. They're deciding it's not wet enough. Wolfbane not pitting. What does Matt Psycho do? He's on medium tyres. He won't have the temperature in his tyres like the drivers at the front do. Is he thinking, no, he's continuing as well. Jokas has got himself into 6th place by not pitting. The same with Chris Boo. He's in 7th. 8th place is Tiny Terror. 9th is Rob on drums. He's on soft. Sarlek's on the mediums in 10th. So Cinnamod is on intermediate tyres. Has he pitted too early? It's not wet enough for these. At this point in time, YOLO is on the full wets. YOLO went full wets. He was in 6th place. I don't think it's full wet conditions. Penguino has an issue with his penalty on the exit. Full wets as well for Aloe. So Aloe's gone full wets, and so has Jonavan. So we've got a full mix of tyres. 12 seconds is the gap between Bunnies and Illusion. Bunnies fighting the car. Jokas into the pits now as Bunnies is catching up with Jonavan, who's on full wets. You can see the difference between Jonavan and Bunnies. Bunnies on slick, soft tyres. Jonavan sliding around on his wets. It's not wet enough for those. I as we can see everybody else that's pitted up ahead of Bunnies. Bunnies will be hoping that nobody gets in his way. I think that's Penguino ahead of us. Yes, it is Penguino ahead, so Penguino's got to be careful. Bunnies coming through. Bunnies will be pitting. Now what does Bunnies do? Because he can see the drivers that have pitted, and Yokas in the pits as well. Robert on drums coming out on intermediate. Wolf Cinnamon on inters. YOLO in 11th place on the wets. They're not the tyres. They can't be the tyres. The inters, I don't know if you can keep it going round. Wolfbane coming to the pits as well. Does Wolfbane go onto the inters, or do they go onto slicks? It is so tricky to decide. We've got Illusion here in first place. Thank you everybody that is watching the Sunday Night League here at the Nurburgring. The rain has hit here, and we are having another eventful race. Like, share, subscribe, comment as well. Show you're here. Tell me where you're watching from. We've had viewers from Brazil watching. We've had viewers from Australia I've seen as well. Silent Wolf is losing time to Illusion. Matt Psycho also losing a lot of time. A 2-minute 3 for him. Bunny's coming out. He's on racing softs. Bunny's has decided softs for him. What a brave move from Bunnies. Could this win him the race? Softs for Wolfbane as well. So we see Chris Boo in 6th. He did not stop. He's on softs. But it is still raining here at the Nurburgring. Those on inters, what are they finding? Sarlacc in 8th place. 9th is Cinnamon, the top intermediate runner. He did a 2-minute 4. It's not wet enough. Look, he's understeering massively. The wets on YOLO, they've not worked. He's backing everybody up. He's got a Lowy. He's got... Yokas has got past. We've got the race leaders, I think, coming through. Yes, we have. So this is on board then with Illusion. He's got all the drivers ahead of him on wets and intermediates who gambled as soon as it rained. They said, right, we're stopping. Got to be careful because the race leader is behind them. They've got to let him through. Blue flags are waving. Oh, we can see they're struggling. They are struggling for grip. We've seen. I think that was Yokas. Yokas and Yonovan. Yokas comes out, and he's got second place. He's fighting with Silent Wolf. So we're seeing the drivers that did stop struggling for tyre temperature now. It is so scary for these leaders. They're coming through the drivers at the rear of the field. Oh, Illusion getting blocked. Illusion still getting blocked by his teammate. He forces his way past. He says, Penguino, you need to let me past. YOLO on the full wet tyre is ahead of Illusion. Illusion should get up the inside of YOLO. Yes, he does. YOLO fighting his full wets. They're not the tyre to be on. He gambled. He went for it, and it's not paid off. Penguino in the intermediates. Aloe on the full wets as well. The full wet drivers. Yokas on softs. He just couldn't stop. Rob on drums on inters too. And we've got Illusion. He's got 5 seconds over Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf is in the middle of the pack of lapped cars. He's got his teammate Aloe ahead of him. He's got to get past. You can see the difference in the grip, even on medium tyres. Silent Wolf is getting past. It is officially wet here. The rain has come and we've got wet conditions, but it has not been wet enough. And we see Bunnies. He was on the softs. He was the race leader and he stopped for softs. And he did a 2-minute lap time. last time through, so he is looking pretty good. He's 10 seconds behind Matt Psycho, and he's done a pit stop. And it looks like the cloud is clearing. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Where are you watching from? We've got lots of viewers here watching us possibly for the first time at the Sunday Night League. It's the Nurburgring in the rain. We're here every Sunday night. This is our GTE Championship. This is our championship leader, Matt Psycho, in third place on the mediums. It was so touch and go whether you stopped for intermediates or not, and we've seen that the drivers that did stop for inters, it cost them. They have had so many issues, and we can see Illusion is only 0.8 of a second off his fastest lap time in wet conditions on soft tyres, so it's definitely drying out. We are now under that little bar as he goes through turn number 10, slides his Subaru through. He's having a fantastic race. Has this put him into a strong position? He was catching bunnies up. They're on different strategies though. But with the wet weather, has this put Illusion into a situation where he can stop just one more time? Has Bunny's been unfortunate with the way that the rain came, and has it ruined his strategy that looks so strong? He's in 4th place, 8 seconds behind Matt Psycho, so he's pushing hard. Matt Psycho on those medium tyres, so medium tyres are standard, or required should I say, if the race stays dry, but as you can see, it is not dry. So those drivers that haven't used the mediums, they don't have to use them. Bunny's in 4th place. He could use softs all the way to the end of the race. There's an issue up ahead. That is, I think, a Lowy coming. Oh no, it's Rob on drums having a problem in the chicane. Wolfbane in 5th. Tiny Terror's got himself up into 6th place. Through all the chaos, he's in 6th. He did not stop. Whilst those around him did, he kept on his soft tyres, and you can see how dry it is here. So the rain came, but it didn't throw it down. It did at Spa, but it didn't here. We had a brief spell, and it was drizzly rain that didn't really soak the circuit. We still got spray coming off the tyres. Tiny Terror coming through the chicane. He will be stopping this lap, surely. He's got a 4-second lead over Chris Boo. He's not pitting. Ignore what I say, I don't know what I'm talking about, as Chris Boo comes into the pits. So Chris Boo, oh no, he's run off! He's hit the wall! Oh no! Chris Boo! He slid off on the wet circuit. That's possibly given Sarlek a chance. Sarlek sliding his Corvette. Let's go back to the... Oh, we've got... Oh no, that's Matt Psycho in the traffic of Jonovan. Jonovan was on full wet. Jonovan having all sorts of issues. You need to pitch, so surely Jonovan. He's on the full wet, so is Aloe. Those drivers that are on full wets. So both Aston Martin drivers gambled on full wets. And it didn't work. Matt Psycho coming through. Chris Boo now pitting. Oh no, Matt Psycho! Nearly getting wiped out by YOLO. What? Oh, that is very, very sketchy. Penguino has had enough of his intermediate tyres. So has Cinnamod. They're coming in. They're coming in now, I think, because they know they can maybe get to the end of the race. Let's have a look at the front though. Illusion leads the race. He's 7 seconds ahead of Silent Wolf. The rain hit at the right moment for him, I think. As he drives his Subaru. We've got 12 laps, including this one, left of this race. There's still plenty to go here at the Nurburgring. Both of these drivers will be pitting this lap though. Matt Psycho, maybe not. He's maybe got another lap of fuel, or does he decide to pit on this lap? Bunny's is there. Bunny's 2 seconds behind Matt Psycho. Bunny's lead will be cut down So you can see Silent Wolfbane's put himself in a strong position. Oh, he's 18 seconds behind Bunnies. Got confused. So Bunnies must have... Oh, he's got Yonovan behind. That is the Aston Martin you can see behind. Tiny Terror into the pits then in his Subaru. Got a nice gap to Yorkas, but I think Yorkas will take the position back. So he's on the soft tyres. Chris Boot has had a penalty. So that'll be a penalty for the pit lane. YOLO, 10th place. On the wets, he needs to get those wet tyres off that car. It's not the tyre to be on. He's doing 2-minute 12s, 2 minutes 13s. He's lost all that time in the last 4 laps. He could have made a pit stop and still be where he is. The same with Yonovan. Just having so many issues sliding off the circuit. He's got cars behind him. Aloe is on the wets too. And Cinnamod has got... Oh, he's been nudged off. Has Cinnamod... Was that with Wolfbane? It may have been with Wolfbane. Bunnies has got his teammate. There's lots of drivers coming into the pits. The top 3 into the pits then. So Bunnies will take the lead back from Illusion. So Bunnies into the lead. He's got his teammate Chris Boo behind him, who's just lapped. So his gap before the rain hit was about 14 seconds. It's now about 12, 13, 14 seconds still. So Bunnies is in a good position, but Bunnies has to stop again. I think the rain has played into Illusion's hands. Wolfbane in 3rd place has pulled himself into 3rd, but he has to stop again. Silent Wolf does not. So Silent Wolf is in 4th place. Matt Psycho in the pits, coming out the pits now. He's on the soft tyres. He's in 5th place. His teammate Sarlek is in 6th, who's coming into the pits now as well. So Sarlek is in. So the Corvette driver pulling himself up into a good position. So is Yorkas. So this race that looks so disastrous for Corvette may end up with them in 5th, 6th and 7th, possibly, depending on how it all works out. Tiny Terror, though, looking good as well. 8th place for him. He did not stop as those around him did. And that's proved key, I think. Chris Boo on medium tyres, kicking up the gravel. Cinnamod on softs. With Penguino 11th now on the softs. He's gone off, though. Oh, no! The Subaru driver goes off the circuit. Yonovan now on the soft tyres. He's gone onto the right tyre. Rob on drums on Inters still. That's not the tyre, but he's maybe struggling to get to the end if he pits, but he's just losing too much time now. And racing softs for YOLO. Aloe on the racing softs as well now. And Bunnies, he's got Sarlek just pulling out ahead of him. So Sarlek needs to be careful. He's got the race leader behind him. Sarlek ahead. Oh no! What was that? Bunnies is waiting. Now Bunnies is waiting. Bunnies is waiting for Sarlek. Well, to be honest, oh no. This isn't what we expect from the Sunday Night League. There's some issues, I think, with traffic tonight. I don't know what's going on. I don't know the driver's point of view, but there have been more than normal some issues. Silent Wolf in 4th place. He's dropped behind Wolfbane, but Wolfbane has to stop again. I wonder if there's been some connection difficulties, because Bunnies has lost so much time having to wait for Sarlek. I mean, it's tricky. You're the race leader. I don't know. I'd have to see that incident again to comment on it fully. Bunny's leading though, so his gap has been halved. by that error. I don't know what happened. But Bunny's now in first place with a 9-second lead over Illusion. Wolfbane does have to stop. He's got a quarter of a tank left. Chaos again. Love it, says Mama Sykes. It is absolute chaos here. The rain hits and then it just all goes to pot. Nobody really knows what to do. We've got Silent Wolf there in fourth. Matt Psycho, he's got traffic again. Yonovan, hopefully just letting him through. Yes, he does. So fifth place for Matt Psycho, possibly, well, actually 45 seconds. So Bunnies could probably pit and come out ahead of Matt Psycho with fresher tyres. Yokas in sixth. He's had a great fight back, but he's got to pit again, I believe. Tiny Terror in seventh does not have to stop. Chris Boo on the mediums does not have to stop. Sarlek in ninth does not have to stop. We can see in the background, I think that's Illusion just running a bit wide, coming through turn number 6. There's blue flags waving. Cinemod in 10th, Penguino in 11th, Jonovan 12th, YOLO 13th, Aloe 14th. Rob on drums, just bad luck again. Changed tyres, started on the mediums, changed tyres onto the inters, ran long on them because he couldn't get to the end the way it was standing. Bunnies in 11th place, in first place, setting good times now. It's completely dry as the track, you can see. So we had the rain. We're not going to get darkness, I don't think, because the rain has gone, the skies have cleared. Bunnies is attacking the chicane. Bunnies is pulling away as well from Illusion. Although Illusion's attacked the chicane very hard, actually. He's managed to cut some of the deficit down. Wolfbane pitting now. So Silent Wolf coming into the pits, so Wolfbane gets himself in the pits. He will do a little splash and dash towards the end of the race. He's decided to pit early, possibly. Matt Psycho looking at a personal best time. We've got on board, actually. We've not seen anybody attacking the chicane tonight on board. There you go, Matt Psycho perfectly. You're hitting it. I thought we were going to see him go off the circuit. We don't have a best record with Matt Psycho with chicanes. So Wolfbane dropping down behind Matt Psycho. Should come out ahead of Yokas with no issues. Tiny Terror in 7th, getting the blue flags then. His Bunnies behind him. So Bunnies is there in first place. And we can see the Subaru of Tiny Terror just ahead. Now the blue flags do wave quite early on this game. It's something that was on GT Sport and it's continued into GT7. So Bunnies will be pitting possibly at the end of the next lap. Setting some nice times though. The number 99. Red light starting to flash on his fuel. Illusion. Oh, it's got cars going off all over the place. So Chris Boo, I think that was in the Lexus. And then we've got one of the Corvettes. I believe that is Sarlek ahead of us. So Sarlek ahead. So we've got Illusion coming into the chicane. He's just going to catch Sarlek on the exit. Hopefully Sarlek will see him. And Bunnies is in the pits. So Bunnies in the pits. We are going to take the lead then. So Illusion using the slipstream of Sarlek. So Sarlek actually getting in the way a little bit here. Illusion won't be happy about this. There we go. So there we go. Silent Wolf in second place. He's closed the gap up actually on Illusion. It's 5 seconds the gap. So that is doables between him and Illusion. Matt Psycho. This is going to be close, I think. Let's go on board with Matsuko. Let's see where Bunnies comes out. Bunnies is there on the right-hand side. Bunnies is ahead. And Bunnies stays in third place in the Lexus. He will have fresher tyres than Matsuko. You can see a little bit of red poking on the tops of his tyres. The sun setting here at the Nurburgring. Don't think we'll have darkness fully. Bunnies, fresh tyres. Attack mode on the Lexus has been activated. He's looking for 3 third places in a row. He's got the championship leader and his championship rival, actually. Bunny's second in the championship. Matsuko will be pleased that Bunnies didn't win this, because they would have been tied on the top of the championship standings. In fact, Bunnies wouldn't be top because Matsuko had a second place. So Matsuko's setting blue lap time. So Matsuko has got third place in his sights. Wolfbane is there in 5th place. He's now setting his best lap time. Silent Wolf, about 5 seconds still between him and Illusion. So he's a little bit quicker, I think, about 4 tenths of a second per lap. He does a 55.6 and a 56.0. So yeah, about 4 tenths of a second between the two at the top of this race. It is close. It will be tight between the two. Can't make a mistake. As we've said before, if you make a mistake now, you really have issues in these races. Top 5 is still in the top in 5 different cars, though. You've seen that throughout the race. Wolfbane dropping down a bit now. He's 55 seconds behind the race leader. He's had to stop 1 extra time just because of the way the rain fell. I think it played into the Subaru driver's hands and Silent Wolf as well. Tiny Terry in 6th. He's got the race leaders behind him. Sarlek, he's got 2nd place chasing him down. See the leader Illusion behind. So Sarlek in 7th. 8th place is Chris Boo. Bit of a funny race for Chris Boo here. 9th place for Cinemod. Something has happened to Cinemod at some point in this race, because we did see him going off the circuit. 10th place is Jokas, and he's chasing down Cinemod in the Lexus, so going through the Michael Schumacher S. Medium tyres on Jokas' car. Oh, he's run wide. It didn't feel like a good line. He's run wide on the exit. Penguino in 11th place. He's got to pit though, so he'll fall behind Yonavan and possibly Aloe. Jolo in 14th place. That run on the wet tyres just did not work. He pitted for wets. Rob on drums in 15th place, but Illusion leads, and that gap is still 5.5 seconds. The sun is setting. We maybe get some dark laps at the end. It does look a little bit cloudy. Will we have a splash of rain at the end of this race just to cause more chaos? I wouldn't put it past it. Silent Wolf losing a lot of time. Was that with Sarlek? Lost 2 seconds in the first sector. So Silent Wolf there in 2nd place. 3rd place is Bunnies. He's got Matsuko behind him. Bunnies setting some personal best first sector by 3 tenths of a second. Again, really consistent from Bunnies. 3rd place. Sliding the car through turn number 7. So up the Schumacher S in the Lexus. The rain came again, but it didn't come very hard. Bunny's made a brilliant call to go onto the softs. And all those that pitted went onto the inters. But unfortunately, his pit cycle meant he had to stop, whilst those he was racing did not. And it put them into a stronger position. As a result, Bunny's definitely had the pace here to win. For sure, if it had stayed dry. Wolfbane in 5th place. He, again, victim possibly of the rain. And Penguino's gone. So Penguino has lost out somehow. So he's lost connection possibly. And then I suddenly appear at the bottom. So that maybe supports Pat's theory that if somebody drops out of the session, then I suddenly appear. Illusion pulling the gap now to Silent Wolf, possibly Silent Wolf deciding, although Silent Wolf maybe has had traffic again. He had a 155.2 on his last lap, which the fastest lap was a 155.1 by Illusion earlier in the race. So, oh, Illusion sliding the car through turn number 10. That Subaru is proving tricky. The way Illusion has got this car set up, he's making it dance and he's putting it on the edge. Maybe some of the angles are because of the way he's got a controller rather than a wheel. He's controlling it. We saw him at Trail Mountain control the race at the end. Penguino lost connection again. That is really unfortunate, Penguino. Over an hour of racing and losing connection. That is so frustrating. Matt Psycho in 3rd place in the Corvette. So he's got ahead of Bunnies. Bunnies has gone off the circuit on this lap. Oh no! Bunnies has gone off. He's lost about 10 seconds possibly. Oh. So Matt Psycho has got one of his teammates ahead of him who just basically nearly stopped. I think that was Yokas. So, well, Bunnies has lost 10 seconds. He's lost more than that. He's lost about 14. What happened there for Bunnies? He was setting some brilliant lap times. Was he pushing too hard? Got Tiny Terror in 6th place. Oh, a little bit wide through the Schumacher S. Some few drivers struggling with their Sarlek in 7th place. So he's had a recovery drive. Cinemod too. He was one of those drivers that pitted onto the intermediates and it looked like it was the right move to do. The track was getting wetter and wetter and it was the perfect moment to pit, but that's as hard as the rain came and it dried and stopped soon after the stops. So oh, we can see Chris Boo has crunched the wall. That's going to put Yokas up into, there he goes, into 9th place. So Chris Boo, nearly, his teammate won't be happy about that, seeing a slow Lexus ahead of him. Let's go back to the front. Illusion, he's losing time to Silent Wolf. 56.0 compared to a 56.9, but 2 laps left to go. I think Illusion will be saying, well, that's okay. Don't want to have any issues now. The BRZ one around Trail Mountain. Silent Wolf has lost a lot of time again. So that is Tiny Terror. There we go. So Rob on drums showing how to be lapped. Keeps off the racing line. Matt Psycho, third place. Bunny's catching him up. That car looking really strong. Matt, though, third place. He's been gifted that maybe by Bunnies. Maybe an error on lap number 32. Lost him 14 seconds in the end. Been a long race though. I say these races are 110 laps, and this is an hour and 7 minutes. So we've gone longer than we've gone at any other circuit in terms of time. And Tiny Terror has hit the wall. He's had an issue, and he's lost 6th place to Sarlek. Don't know what's happened there. He's had major damage. As Tiny Terror. Oh, he's driven so well as well. As Illusion into the final lap now. He's got an 8-second lead over Silent Wolf. Silent Wolf in the BMW. He's 2nd place. This will put him back into the championship fight for sure. And we are at Bathurst next week. So Bathurst will be very tricky. Illusion in first though. Looking very strong. The Subaru looking very good. He missed the first round of the championship. He'll be ruining that because it looks like it's going to be 2 wins in a row for the Subaru driver. Tiger will be happy to see this. We said at Trial Mountain that we were worried about the Subaru and its lack of power. Well, here again, Illusion has just driven it so well. Maybe a little bit fortunate with the weather, but you have to play the cards you're dealt, and Illusion has done so. And he's going to possibly, if he doesn't mess up this final chicane, he takes it nice and easy. He doesn't attack the curve too much. Oh, he has a bit of a wobble on the exit just to scare me. But Illusion looks like he's going to take the win here at the Nurburgring. The final corner, turn 15, has been taken, and the checkered flag has been taken by Illusion in the Subaru. Silent Wolf slides BMW out of the final corner. He'll be happy with that. 2nd place, showing that he is competitive again in the championship. We've got Sarlek in 6th, Rob on drums in 14th finishing. So Sarlek in 6th place. So everybody lapped up to 6th. Those drivers, as I say, that made the pit stop really lost out. Tiny Terror in 7th. Matt Psycho coming round the last corner. Natalia saying, "What good job, Sarlek," in 6th place. Matt Psycho in 3rd. Bunnies 3 seconds off the back of Matt Psycho in the end. Sarlek 6th. Cinnamod in 8th. Wolfbane is going to finish in 5th. I don't know who that is joining. We've got Tiny Terror in 7th. 8th is Cinnamod. 9th then is Yokas. 10th is Chris Boo. Aloe coming in 11th place. So 11th place for Aloe. He finishes a race in the Sunday Night League. That is something he'll be happy about. YOLO just behind him. And Yonovan in 13th. Sliding through. And Yonovan, 13th place. So, it's a win for Illusion in the Subaru. Another win for him. He's putting himself up there in the championship fight. Silent Wolf in 2nd place. Matt Psycho will be happy with that 3rd place from 10th on the grid. 4th place is Bunnies. Wolfbane in 5th. 6th place was Sarlek. 7th, Tiny Terror. 8th was Cinnamod. 9th was Yokas. 10th, Chris Boo. 11th was Aloe. 12th was YOLO. 13th, Yonovan. 14th was Rob on drums. Unfortunately, Penguino disconnected, so he is 15th. It's unfortunate for him. Rob on drums there then in the BMW, but the winner, Illusion. Happy with that. Fuel was horrific in comparison with the top 3, says Wolfbane. That Psycho will take that with the barge that is the Corvette. And for some reason everything stopped working on my mobile phone, so I can't tell you any more comments. But thank you for watching, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. This has been the Sunday Night League. We are at Bathurst next week, and that is the end of it all. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. As I say, join us next week for what will be a spectacular race at Bathurst. Sarlek says Greg commentary jam. Don't know who Greg is, Sarlek. Oh, he's corrected it and said great. I'll accept that, Sarlek. Thank you very much. Okay, join us again next week. Good racing, says Stitchy Boots. Like, share, subscribe. We're back next week, the Sunday Night League, live on a Sunday night. Join us then at Bathurst. Good night.